Morning, tubers, or I should say afternoon. I had to go to McFadden. Yeah. Plus I've been tinkering with this. I got the hole drilled with the grommet in there. I want to take a file and file this down. I got a round file in here. We're going to file the center of it down a little bit to sit there and just give it a little bit more room for the light to fit in. Then I think I'm going to paint these black, so we're going to have to get this grommet back out again, which will be fun. But yeah, I had to go down to McFadden. Yeah, best hardware store ever known to mankind. And toggle switches for, see, one for the halos and one for the fog lights. Stainless steel Phillips panhead screws for the screw those onto. And so we got that. Let's see what else. You got some 18 gauge wire and some 18 gauge wire and some solderless connectors, and no relations. I don't own the company. If I did, I wouldn't be doing this for a hobby. I'd be having somebody do it for me. I mean, it's the same people who make the grommets, and I buy all their solderless connector stuff and everything. So yeah. So that's where we're at. It's going to be mostly wiring and cleaning up those. We'll probably end up getting into assembly maybe tomorrow. Still got to mount toggle switches and everything else. And that's where we're at. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers. Still working on the headlights. The buckets have been modified and they're on the back patio drying. I painted them satin black, go along with the rest of everything being black. And now we're extending the leads because I want to be able to make the connection for the headlights. I want to have it come out and be able to do it out here and then push it back in. I mean, I want it here, these leads to come in here and then plug them in and then put it back, just same as this lead here. And these weren't quite long enough, and I just wanted to make sure, so the best thing to do is add it. You can always cut off what you don't need. So, plus I want to go put them in the, I want to set this in the trunk and see what the fog and the halo light looks like too. So sorry about the fan. When I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, got the lights sitting in here. Now let's see, first, let's see, red is going to be for the fog and blue is going to be for the halo. So here's the fog. Doesn't look like much, but okay. And then blue will be for the halo. Oh, I like that. Again, that's the halo. And that's the fog. Okay. Alright. So I did that. So we'll sit there and, like I said, I want the leads a little long. We can always stuff them back behind. But it gives, I don't want to hardwire the headlight in, especially the halo and that. We'll put plugs on them. I'm going to go ahead and finish it up, and then we'll wrap it, and then we'll put plugs on them, and then when I make the leads going into there, I'll make that just a little bit long, and along with these, the leads off the light, and we should be good to go. So, I'm going to tie the blacks together because there will be one common ground, and we'll ground it along with the same spot where we grounded the, God, no, I can't think, where we grounded the parking lights and the turn signals. So, that's what I'm doing, is just starting to get my wiring organized and get it together and see where I want to be at. And that's what we're doing. Sorry about the fingers in the lens, so, but that's what we're doing. Yeah, hang on. I'm really having a hard time with this camera. So, when I get more, I'll turn it back on later. Alright, I'm going to stop it right here until these dry all the way. Then I can put the grommets in, and then we can finish up the wiring. Yeah, they're dry to the touch, but they're not dry all the way. And I don't want to do anything more until they are dry all the way. So, sorry about the fan noise, but yeah. So we're going to stop it for here, and we'll pick it up tomorrow. Again, like I said, the blue is going to be for the halo, and the red's going to be for the fog lights. So we'll pick this up tomorrow. You guys have a good evening. Later. Hey guys, it's 6:45. I decided to come back out here and tinker a little bit. What I did is I made the wiring harness for the, remember, this is the halo lights and this is the fog lights. So this lead goes to the passenger side. This lead goes to the driver's side. And then this long lead comes back in and goes inside the car to the two switches. We'll pull power off the fuse box, and then we'll make grounding leads that will ground. Oh man, you can't see. Hold on. That will ground right there. You see the ground coming from the parking lights. So. And there'll be just separate leads going for each one to the ground. So the way I do this is, hold on, I'm going to put the camera down, is, bear with me. The way I do it is I put the wires together like this, and then I'll bring the third one in on top. So you'll have all three, and then I'll take a strand of this and I'll wrap it around the joint real tight and then crimp it with a pair of Kleins and then solder it. So then put some heat tape over it, and then that's where I get my junction, not have to worry about it. So it'd be a good solid connection. So next what we'll do is we'll put some wrap on it. We won't terminate the ends until it's in the car, and then we'll terminate as it comes in and comes through, because I did cut it about 18 inches long everywhere. So when I get more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey tubers, it's Saturday, and I've got made a wire loom and got it ran. It goes behind the fender here. Here it's for the other side. The one for this headlight is out here. And here it is over to here. And we still got to run it and clamp it and everything. So that's what we're doing today. Oh man, I'm gonna sneeze. Hope to get the headlights in today and get done. Then we'll put the cold air kit back in, and then we'll start putting this back on. Front tires in and then down on the ground. That's the goal. So we'll see if we make it. If not, we'll pick it up tomorrow. Later. Hey tubers. See, like I said, the harness for the flood and the halo lights I ran underneath the fenders. Now I ran it and tucked it underneath here. And it comes down right here. And here it comes out here. Remember, blue is for the halo, red's for the fog, and here's the ground. And then here's the main headlight harness. Terminated, did the same thing here. Red fog, blue halo, and here's the ground for it, and here's the main term. So there. So now we got to bring this inside the car, drill holes in the dash, and get ready for the switches, and then we can come back out. These have dried really nice. I set the grommets in the bottom for the halo lights, so that's good, and we'll get ready and probably set those. So when I get more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey tubers, it's going on 3 o'clock. It's 110 out here, and I'm starting to get a little lightheaded, so that's the first sign of heat exhaustion, so I'm going to get inside. Got one in, started working on that one. Wiring is in. Here's the lead that comes into the car for the switches. You can see it right there. I still got to mount drill holes and mount the switches. But yeah, this is enough for today. It's getting a little too toasty out here. So we'll pick this up maybe tomorrow. I have some chores to do around the house, but I still want to keep going if I can. It's going to look awesome, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to say thanks for watching, subscribing, and of course leaving comments, and we'll pick this up later. Have a good Saturday night, guys. Later.